I mean, there's a lot of aspects to drug discovery and drug development that ultimately lead to what a good drug looks like.
I think we now, within the pharmaceutical industry and in biotechnology, understand there's three main things we've got to keep in mind: the right target, the right drug, and the right patient. And you've got to have people who actually believe in the target, the drug, and the patient you're going to deal with.
I've spent years evaluating drug targets and spending an awful lot of time convincing myself and then other people that we should start a drug discovery and development program. What I've seen with CXCR4 so far is very, very encouraging.
I mean, we heard about CXCR4 today and how that's present and upregulated in IPF lung and not in normal lung.
The data to date from the human work is very encouraging. The data to date from the preclinical animal model work, even though each model has limitations, there's an antifibrotic effect in multiple models, and that's always a good sign.
There's a lot of biotech companies, there's a lot of pharma companies who are investing in this area because they recognize we have a much better understanding of the condition and that there is the hope that we can get better generation drugs. And we want therapeutics that have got better efficacy without the side effects. We want improved efficacy. We would like to halt the condition, not reduce the deterioration. We want to halt the condition, and ideally, we want to repair the lung.
My name is Bill Van Nierop, and I have idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, and I'm up for the fight. I am absolutely stunned that a disease group that is responsible for somewhere between 16 and 20,000 deaths of Australians a year gets no mention anywhere. IPF doesn't have any champions that have a high profile. It's just ordinary people like me. And I intend to hang around as long as I can to see the people like AdAlta bring something along.
Australia's got a very vibrant science environment. The returns over the last 10 years in the biotech sector have been nearly twice that of the S&P 500, and over the last 20 years have been nearly 4 times. So there's an underlying reason why you would look at the sector. It's historically there's been a very high rate of return compared to the market in general. So there is a significant reward for getting the approach correct.
AdAlta does have a profile in probably most of the large pharma and biotech and mid-stage biotech companies in the world, most of them. So that's the first thing. A lot of them have given very constructive feedback around when they'd get interested.
Big pharma want to know about your CMC, they want to know about your manufacturing. The process is going well, the cell line development is going well, and the purification process is going well. Tox material and the phase 1 clinical material is all on schedule as expected.
So I think there's, as a drug developer, significant opportunity for multiple classes here, and with clinical value and commercial success.
From a pharma point of view, a real market opportunity. From a patient, a real unmet medical need, and a real need to develop new drugs that are better than what's already out there for patients.
Fundamentally, if the science makes sense, the biological rationale makes sense, and there's a pretty decent association of the target you're going after with the disease you're intending to treat, then and you do things well, then you've got a good shot of succeeding.